everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Journal With Me video. Today I want to journal about Eid holiday, where I spent the holiday hanging out with my childhood friends and also my family. As you can see, I have heaps of photos that I printed at a print shop. I didn't end up using all of them, but I used most of them. Usually when I have heaps of photos like this, I cut them according to the shape of the object of the photo, and it makes the photo super fun and it's giving scrapbook style as well. Alright, so let's just start. The first spread is I am journaling about the time when I hang out with my family. So my brother's family came to my city during the holiday. He has 2 children and both of them are chaotic, but in a really fun way. So it was such a great time. Oh, and by the way, you might want to grab a cup of tea or coffee because this session is quite long, and here I have my tea with me. So here I'm still not sure on which page that I want to choose, but I ended up choosing this leaves pattern page. I use a lot of Johanna Clough's printables that I bought on Etsy, and that includes this leaves pattern as well, and also this yellow label actually. So as usual, I use double-sided tape to stick down my photo paper and a glue stick for a normal copy paper. I really love this yellow label. I think it really stands out and complements the background. These animal prints are from Johanna's print as well. The illustration style is so cute and kitty, so I think it's so fitting to include here since I have my nephew and niece on the photo. Then on the next page is a blank page, so it is a craft paper, and I'm planning to do the writing over there, so I'm just gonna write straight onto the page later on. So what I'm thinking is to make a decoration or a collage on the border. I have this really beautiful green flower washi tape that is perfect to put it here because I want this page to still be cohesive with the left hand side page. This washi is from my pen pal or from a PO Box mail, I can't remember, but it's definitely from one of you guys. I love to use washi sample that you guys sent me on my journal because it's like swatching them as well here. Then I want to show you this paint tape sample that I bought. Look at the design, guys. It's crochet flower. It's so cool. I've never seen anything like this before, so I'm gonna decorate the page with this. I also wanted to show you this beautiful garden paint tape. It's so pretty and it makes the page looks really lovely. It's full of leaves, flowers and all the fun stuff, and I gotta admit the crochet flower really stands out. It gives even more fun vibes. I love buying paint tapes in sample size, like in 1 or 2 loops, just because first, buying the whole roll can be expensive, and second is buying a couple or more samples means I could have more variety of stationery in my collection that I could try. So yeah, I could try a lot more design with the same amount of money, if you will. So yeah, that's why I almost always buy samples instead of the whole roll. Alright, so we are now working on a new page. I just got out the window on this frame. I want to use it to frame a photo of me and my husband. On the second day of Eid, we went to a restaurant in a beautiful hotel just 15 minutes from our house, and it was such a lovely lunch. The weather was so nice as well. This spread is about our Eid together, just the two of us. It's our first Eid in our new house, so I want to have a documentation about it. Hence, we took pictures in our bedroom, just using tripod, like no one else taking the picture of us. So yeah, I've been loving cutting my photos like this. It just feels like, I don't know, it feels less formal and more fun to play around with the background. So yeah, I attached the picture that I just cut to the picture in our bedroom. I didn't cut that photo because I want to share a little bit about my interior. Then I'm using the leftover pattern paper over here, so I'm thinking to make a border on the left hand side of the page. So I've been experimenting doing collage like I do on my pen palettes. I don't always do this because I tend to work with big size of ephemera on my journal, whereas for pen palettes it's usually just based on the size of the envelope. But I'm not fully happy with how it turns out on this page, to be honest. Maybe it's the orange color that doesn't really go well with the photo, or the green pattern page on the right. Not too sure, but I don't hate it. I just feel like something doesn't seem correct or right, but that's okay. We don't have to always make a masterpiece, don't we? So the clothing label here that is in the shape of a sparkle, I think it is. That's how I see it though. It's from the clothes that I'm wearing here. I've been obsessing abaya, and I love this one from a local brand over here in Indonesia called Nahid Studio. Because I feel like the left page didn't go really well with the right page, I decided to put more of my photos over here, and also the one that is with the pink frame. So now it feels like a whole cohesive spread. I really love this linen printable. It kind of mutes the page a little bit because the page is quite busy, and it gives some blank space as well that I could write on. And then because the linen is kind of like in oval shape, I thought it would be fitting if I round the corner of the pink frame. Then let's move on to the next spread. In my previous video, I showed you guys that I just bought a gouache metallic set. So this is it. I have used it a bit for my journal, but then I realized that I actually never swatched them on my journal. So here I'm making the swatch and thinking to make it as a background or a focal point. On this spread, I want to journal about the time when both of me and my husband hung out with our childhood friends. This is when we were visiting our hometown during the holiday. I cut all of the photos according to the shape of the object because I don't really need the background on the photos. I also have a coffee packaging and a greeting card in the shape of bookmark that I wanted to include somewhere here. I love the illustration on the coffee packaging. It looks vintage. And about this page, I wasn't too sure about what I should do for this, so I just stick down a beautiful pattern paper first over here as the base. It looks subtle and not too overwhelming, so this kind of pattern is perfect because I knew I would include a lot of photos as the focal point. And yeah, a subtle pattern like this, although it is so pretty, but it doesn't take away the main point of the spread, like photos or other ephemeras that I want to highlight later on. This is the greeting card that my friend sent me. I just hinged it with washi tape on both sides, and that's because I love the design of the card, and of course I also want to showcase the note. I use this pink washi tape so it complements the pink pattern paper on the left page. This washi sample is from my pen pal and I believe it's from Robin, so thank you Robin, this is such a beautiful washi. Then for the coffee packaging, I just cut the illustration and the name of the coffee because I just couldn't find the right place if it's not cut, so I was thinking to make it in a sticker style. Then I just suddenly wanted to make a grid with blue paint for no particular reason. So yeah, I just made that on the bottom of the paint swatch. So here it is. And now I'm jumping to the other page, and I feel like that's just how I journal. If I feel like I want to do something on a page, I just do it, even if it's jumping around from one to another. So let me know if you do that too, or if you are the kind of person that needs to finish one page first before going to another. And now I have decided that I wanted to put these two photos on this page, so I'm just decorating the background, which will be overlapped by the photos. Then I only have one photo left, so the place will be on this page. Then I just add the ephemeras from the coffee packaging. I also put a linen printable underneath the photo. I think it looks so lovely, and this is the kind of effect or style I would say. Yeah, this is the style that I like to play around with the photos that I cut, and yeah, this is why I love to cut my photos. So after I stick down the photos and the ephemeras, I think I'm happy with everything that is in the journal so far. And then I wanted to play around more with my gouache paint. So I tried to paint a bow, but I don't think I was successful. It doesn't look nice, but I tried my best to make it nicer. I think I should have just stopped when I drew the bow without filling it in with colors, but hey, it is what it is, and I try to be more accepting to the creation that I make in my journal, whether it is a bad one or a good one, because again, as what I've said earlier, we can't always make a masterpiece every time we create something. So yeah, even though I'm not 100% happy, but that's okay, it is still part of the art and the creation. After painting the bow, I was struggling about what else to do on this page because I don't want to have a lot of blank space. So I outlined the clothing label with colored pencil and I doodled some sparkles. And then I still have some blank space, so I just wrote Eid 2024 as like the title. So moving on to the family spread, I wanted to make a title using this handmade paper. It has a bit of thickness, so it's giving a 3D effect. I've never tried this before, so I'm excited to see how it looks. So I spell out the letters with my alphabet stamp and I put a small double-sided tape on each of them. So yeah, this is quite tedious, but it is so worth it at the end. So now it's the finishing time. I like to put some stickers and paint tape, so I just grabbed my sticker book and picked some stickers from there. I also have this really beautiful paint tape sample. It's in the theme of strawberry cake, but it has onigiri illustration as well. So yeah, I think this is the most beautiful paint tape that I've ever seen. When I bought it, it was only available in sample size, and it's funny because I mentioned earlier that I love to buy paint tapes in sample size, but when I saw this, I really wanted to buy the full roll. So it was such a shame that they don't have it, but if you guys know it, like know where I can buy these paint tapes in whole roll, like in a full roll, please let me know in the comment. The brand name is WBL, but I can't remember what it stands for. But I'll put it on my description box if I could find out about it. So yeah, please let me know if you know about it. So I think that's all for the finishing touches. And now I moved on to the written journaling. So here's a snippet of me doing that. I also tried a few different things on the writing, like incorporating different pens and also colors. So yeah, that is all for today. Thank you so much if you made it this far. You guys are legends. Thank you for spending your time with me today. If you like this kind of video, please click the like button and let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!